This is probably the first film that really gives a name to part of what the dictatorship was in terms of bringing in the business people. Because for most people, the military regime is just men in uniform with guns. But we all know that the business people, they made a lot of money during the dictatorship.
Essa é a pessoa. Eu quero buraco na boca. No teu caso, é o que eu mais quero resolver.
Tem matador me procurando, é isso que você está dizendo?
Tem.
Você acha que você devia estar aqui mesmo? Eu vou levar meu filho.
Olha, é uma sacanagem, um grau.
It's great to have you here,
Thank you.
but why aren't you in LA massaging the members of the academy, lobbying?
Well, I have a long history with Rotterdam. And I think anywhere you go now, because of communication and technology, you are working and you are in the campaign, you know. And I think the secret agent is generating so much attention that I don't think coming to Rotterdam is taking a detour from the campaign. I feel good being here, and I always enjoy talking about the film, like we're talking now.
Yeah, and it's a great film. Did you know it was going to be a great film while making it?
We never know, but I worked a lot on the script, and the script seemed to seduce and generate a lot of interest in many people, you know. From the script, I thought we might have an interesting film. But then, of course, there are so many pieces to put together, you know, when you make a film.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a film that I've been thinking about for many years, you know. But you never know. You never know if if the film will turn out well. That's what you hope.
Yeah, and it's not something you can feel on set, that something magical is happening, or...
Well, I've been very lucky with my films, and I have felt that magic on set many times. But Wagner, a good friend and actor in the film, he says that he has worked on films which felt like it was really special, and the film did not turn out to be special. And he also worked on films that felt like shit, and they turned out to be good films.
Yeah.
And then he did The Secret Agent, which felt like magic and turned out to be magic, you know?
There you go.
Aquele é Armando.
Não, o nome dele é Marcelo.
Armando? Armando?
Eu, se fosse você, me escafedia. É por isso que tem que defender o que tem ainda. Tu e o meu neto.
Você não sabe com quem você está se metendo, rapaz.
Hombre dirá que Brasil melhor, com menos pirraça.
Desse cara. Eu matava ele com um martelo.
Tu anda armado?
Não, mas eu sei usar um martelo.
I talked to Wagner in Cannes, and he told me that you two knew each other for 20 years, but the friendship or relationship deepened under Bolsonaro.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, we really wanted to work with each other. I'm an admirer of Wagner Moura, and he seems to love my films, and that's how we really, grew closer. But then during Brazil took a very hard turn to the right, and that's when perplexity sets in, and you find people, friends to talk to, and just to, you know, get things off your chest and have a good conversation. And we ended up calling each other. And for some reason, myself and Wagner do not have a problem, you know, answering questions, expressing how we feel. And that really drew a lot of attention. Somebody asked me a question, so do you think, before the election, do you think Bolsonaro could be an interesting candidate? What am I supposed to say? Gee, I don't know. Well, let's give the guy a chance. I could never say anything like that, you know. And I said, no, I don't think he's an interesting option for Brazil, no.
But many of your colleagues, they
either didn't get
to
asked, or they didn't really give a very
direct answer.
And myself and Wagner, we would give very direct answers.
É pra completar? Pode ficar tranquilo, tá tudo em ordem aí. É pra completar?
Rapaz. É pra completar, mas. O que é aquilo ali?
Isso foi domingo. Um infeliz aí veio roubar uma lata de óleo com uma peixeira na mão. A Rivanete, que é o menino que trabalha aqui à noite, pegou lá 12 e deu 2 TB. Uma na caixa dos peitos e outra na cara e não levantou mais. Esse é um meliante, mereceu. Pode ficar tranquilo, sua cliente é bem atendida aqui. Não tem nada a ver com isso. Viu?
Sim.
É isso mesmo. Vamos. Vou ter como afastar só um pouquinho pra gente acabar de apertar a bomba aqui?
Pode puxar. E tá aí desde domingo?
Tá. Peraí, viu? Eu digo tudo a história.
The idea for the film came very quietly, without me even realizing, which is always the best way. It came out of almost like a, you know, like you put the antenna out and you begin to pick up frequencies and signs. I think that's how it worked with all my films, from Neighboring Sounds to Aquarius, Bacurau also, and this film. As I was writing, I began to realize that I was writing about 1977, and I was living in contemporary Brazil in the 21st century, in a democratic time, which elected democratically a man now in his 60s, 70s, surrounded by men in their 60s and 70s, who are trying to bring back the golden days of their youth, which happened to be the military regime. So they were really trying to bring back the military ideal for Brazil, which is really insane, because it's one of the most embarrassing, disgusting, shameful moments in Brazilian history, which stunned Brazilian development, not only economic but also intellectual, for, I don't know, it set us back about 40 years. And they were trying to bring that back.
Desse grupo de, entre aspas, refugiados, o teu caso é o que eu mais quero resolver.
Imaginei, porque tem essas 2 universidades gringas que querem me receber. Imagino que eles devam estar pressionando vocês.
Não é disso que eu tô falando, Armando. Os gringos querem você, isso é muito bom, mas não é disso que eu tô falando, não. Chegou a informação de que 2 caras foram contratados para vir para Recife te procurar. Não é coisa boa. Eles trabalham em dupla, são do interior do Rio. O mais velho se chama Augusto Borba. É um militar afastado do quadro desde 1970, no interior de Minas. Nem esse exército de merda quis mais esse cara. É um degenerado. O mais novo, o Bob, é enteado dele. E dizem que o padrasto matou a mãe do Bob e que hoje em dia eles trabalham juntos.
Tem matador me procurando? É isso que você está dizendo?
Tem.
In this film, which is called The Secret Agent, the hero never carries a gun.
Yeah. You don't have to kill anyone to be a hero, you know? And I think the American cinema and American society has really worked with the idea that guns are the most normal object in everyday life. And I don't really buy that. I think guns are sadly a part of life in the world, and very sadly they're a part of film and cinema. And it's very easy for a character just to pull a gun on somebody else. I have made a film where guns are pulled. It's a Western, it's called Bacurau. But in this film I really wanted the character to be, the idea of him being a revolutionary is just to be right, and just to be a good person.
Yeah.
And just to be a great citizen. He's a scientist. And sometimes in an authoritarian regime, all it takes for you to be killed, cancelled, tortured, or put on some kind of list is you go, I'm sorry, but I disagree. That's it, you're done, all right? I myself and Wagner, going back to the beginning, we are just artists. I just make films. And for a number of years, I was traveling with my films, you know, going to different countries. And I was pulled aside in one cocktail party by a Brazilian diplomat saying, I shouldn't be talking to you. We had a memo sent to really avoid talking to you, not supporting your films. But I'm here to say that I think this is wrong, and I really admire what you do. But the guy was like,
Yeah.
and that's when I began to feel like a secret agent. You know? And I did nothing wrong, you know. So I really like the idea that Wagner's character has done nothing wrong, and still he commands such a great deal of energy. You know, and he is the dramatic center of the film. But he doesn't pull a gun, doesn't kill anyone, doesn't shoot at anyone.